What's going on, CYNS, and welcome back to another Is It Worth It episode. My name is Cynic, and like always, somewhere in the description, as well as in the card in the top right corner, I will have a link to all the previous Is It Worth It episodes. So just go ahead and click on the little eye in the top right, and you'll be taken to either zombies or multiplayer playlists. Anyways, let's get straight into how exactly the Epic Type 2 or Butcher performs in zombies. So earlier today, I had released the Butcher's multiplayer edition, and in that video I've of course talked about the three main drawbacks of this weapon, which was of course the horribly small mag size capped out at only 7 rounds in shotgun mode, the fact that the shotguns are only semi-automatic, and the fact that you gotta be incredibly close to a poor guy's face if you want a decentish time to kill. So there is some great news in zombies besides the fact that now the Butcher's a wall weapon and it's easy access to almost, infinite ammo. All the restrictions that you had in multiplayer are virtually non-existent in zombies. The mag size is now generously restored back to the original 35 rounds prior to. Besides the Butcher's alterations from the base Type 2, the shotguns are now also fully automatic compared to the multiplayer semi-automatic. And range is a little more generous in zombies, so you don't have to be like right in the zombie's face. You may even be able to go as far as saying the lethality from zombies to multiplayer is also a little bit different, considering it's a one-shot kill to the head all the way up to around 13 to 2-shot up until that point in the body. From that point on, it's only going to take about 2 shots to the head, 2 to 4 shots to the body. Of course, this also depends on if you're firing both shotguns at the same time. So when I say 4 shots, it's really only 2 shots from each shotgun. So that's how I dissect the ammunition. It's way more efficient in terms of ammo-wise, especially on the lower rounds. Once you go into later rounds, then the original or base Type 2's problem, at least for me, was always burning through ammunition, and it felt very underpowered. And it seems like later on in the higher rounds, even double pack, you start to have that same issue. But we'll go into that a little bit later. Right now, I just want to talk a little bit about perks. So whenever you're working with the Kimbo pistols or anything you're going to fire from the hip, especially in shotguns, Racing Stripes is the way to go. Considering with Racing Stripes equipped, you'll never have to stop. It basically epitomizes the whole run and gun type of situation, which is really nice when you're working with the Kimbo weapons or anything you can't aim, because it's not like your accuracy is going to suffer. You're just building on top of what the weapon already has in terms of playstyle. Now you just don't have to stop to shoot or stop to reload. I honestly don't even know if Racing Stripes helps in terms of reloading and running at the same time. I don't even think it affects it, to be honest. I think that's just something the game allows you to automatically do. Another perk that's recommended but not as strongly advised would be Bang Bangs. Now the reason I say it's not as strongly advised is because, well, the Butcher's already got a quick enough time to kill, and in all honesty, Bang Bangs seem to be a hit and miss thing. Half the time it works, half the time it doesn't. Some weapons it works perfectly fine, other weapons it doesn't even seem to register at all or make a difference. So as you would expect from Bang Bangs, it does help a little bit more with the time to kill, but it's not that much noticeable. In all honesty, if it provides any difference, it becomes more useful in the higher rounds like 25 and up, or it becomes more of a pain in the ass for the zombies to kill. But on the lower rounds like 25 and under, really it's not necessary. It's just like a 2 to 4 shot kill into the head and you'll be completely fine. I've also been told that Trailblazers is very helpful with the Butcher, but in all honesty, guys, I would not recommend it. I mean, it's fun, it's useful. I wouldn't say useful. It's fun and it's different. On lower rounds, of course, you can light zombies on fire and just spray at anything in front of you. But round 15 and up, Trailblazers just becomes useless as it doesn't kill anything. Yeah, you'll light a shit ton of zombies on fire, but you won't kill anything in the process. You're just wasting a perk slot. And the Butcher really shines in headshots because if you aim for the body, there's like a 50-50 shot that you'll be creating crawlers and end up downing yourself. Alright guys, so a quick recap before we talk about this weapon double pack. The Butcher's shotguns are fully automatic in zombies, and unlike the Cerberus in shotgun mode, 1 bullet is 1 bullet. You now also have 35 rounds in each shotgun versus its 7 in multiplayer. It's way more efficient than the base Type 2 as it's a 1 shot to the head all the way up to round 13. Racing Stripes complements this weapon perfectly. Bang Bangs is preference based and only really useful in higher rounds. That is of course if you can't capitalize on the Butcher's easy headshots, in which case you may need Bang Bangs a little bit sooner. And finally, the Butcher does have a solid 50% chance of blowing limbs clean off, hence the name. So do be careful on all those crawlers you're making and exactly where they're all at. I strongly recommend or advise that you aim for as many headshots as possible, as they're easy kills, and you won't run the risk of fucking yourself over with all the crawlers you're making. So very briefly, let's start to talk a little bit about the Demon's Gate, which is a Type 2 double pack. So I don't know about you guys, but I literally push every epic variant to its brink until I absolutely have to pack a punch. Normally, on average, I don't pack a punch until around 23 or so, and the Butcher really was no different and allowed me to do that, especially since it's a wall weapon. So on earlier rounds, the ammunition's great, the time to kill is great, it's very effective. come around round 19, you start to feel, you know, zombies becoming a little more resilient. Bang bangs does help in that sense, but again, the time to kill really isn't all that different. You can't tell until round 25 kicks in, at which case I, you know, start to pack a punch, and you still can feel your damage output dragging a little bit. You know, the time to kill is not as efficient or as effective as it once was. By round 28, I end up pack punching again, turning it into the Demon's Gate. And even double packed, which was kind of disappointing, it started to suffer from the same issues the base type 2 was. Obviously, it wasn't as bad considering shotgun mode is way more effective, but you do start to feel it. You know, AR mode as well as even the shotguns don't have a damage buff, so even if you double pack it, regardless if it's an epic weapon or not, you're not really giving more damage than what the base type 2 would do. For whatever reason, I think it's because of all the pellets that the butcher actually disperses. I think it's about 4 per shot. I think that's really where the efficiency comes in. It's not so much a damage output, it's more like a fire rate and how many shots actually land. So with that being said, you know, later on, come around round 30, you do start to feel the effectiveness of this weapon starting to drain. You will start burning through ammo more and more, but there is a bright side. The AR mode still is a very strong, solid point earner. Shotgun mode is too, but it's also more for the efficient killing. So all in all, guys, is it worth it? So with the type 2 being a wall buy, the shotguns being extremely effective on the way up until round 25 without needing to pack a punch. Again, by round 25, you're starting to feel the difference. I mean, I genuinely think it's still worth it, considering the butcher's fluidity does not stop in just multiplayer. It's very successful, it's very efficient in zombies, and I really think that it would help a lot of you guys out. Whether if you're in a bind and don't have enough points, you can just pick it up for its AR capabilities, or if you're in a bind and, you know, getting cornered, you can pick it up for its shotgun capabilities and just fuck all the zombies that are trying to corner you. So that's about it for this Is It Worth the video. Let me know what you guys think. You guys think the type 2 butcher is worth it? If there's any questions you guys have on this specific variant, please let me know and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Be sure to follow me on Twitter if you guys haven't added me on PSN as well. My PSN ID will be in the description down below, even on Xbox Live, which I'm starting to fuck with now. My gamer tag will be in the description as well. So like always, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Cynic, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.